Hey y'all, it's Alina. Sorry it's been so long. I've been doing okay. Been drinking a little here and there, eating unhealthy. But the biggest thing is I got back into the gym. So I'm gonna show y'all some videos of my workout last night. I go to the gym at like midnight because there's no one around. I go to Anytime Fitness, so it's fun. Um, it's uh it's a thing. So I'm gonna show y'all some videos of my workout last night, and I mostly took it so that I could critique my form. Um, in the video, you'll see that I'm still pretty big. I am pretty big, but I was down to 385 this morning. So, yay for wins. Um, so, without further ado, let's get into the videos. So to start off the evening, I did a hold on, let me mute it. To start off the evening, I did bench press. I did 10 reps with the bar, which is 45 pounds. And then I moved on to um, putting 225s on. So that was, what is that, 95 pounds? So I did 5 reps of 5 of those. I'll show y'all. I'll probably only show y'all one of them. So, yeah, this was my first set of 95 pounds, which is, I've lost almost 130, so it's less than what I've lost. But it's less than what I've lost, but it's a decent enough weight for newbie. I've only been lifting for a couple weeks, and I started out with the barbell like you should be doing because you want to get your muscles a little used to moving that way, but mostly you want to strengthen your joints and tendons before you start lifting really heavy. Otherwise, you can hurt yourself. So I did 4 more sets of 5 reps at the 95. And then I moved on to squats. I did 10 reps with my body weight. And then I moved on to the barbell for another 5 reps. I think my form is decent. I know my belly gets in the way a little bit, and I'm still really shaky with it. I think I need to work on my ankle flexibility. That's a lot of what stops your knees from going over your feet all the way. After I squatted the bar for 5 times, I put on 225, so 95 pounds again, and I squatted that for 5 reps of 5. And my form, it's decent. It's still shaky with the loaded bar, but I think my back is not being rounded. It's kind of hard to tell because of my back fat, and my t-shirt is kind of loose, so it's a little hard to tell. But my form, it's okay. If y'all have any critiques, leave them in the comments because I'd love to know y'all's thoughts. I don't know how many bodybuilders or weightlifters there are in the community that I've built, my little community, but I'd love to know y'all's thoughts. Let me know. Next, I went on to Curls. I did 2 sets of curls with 60 pounds. And once again, I think my form is pretty decent. Nothing special. But after two sets of 5 reps, I was going to failure, so I moved down to 1 set of 5 reps with just the barbell. And then I moved on to deadlifts. And for deadlifts, I went straight into a loaded barbell, and I put 245s, 145 on each side. So it's about 135 pounds, exactly 135 pounds. So I actually did 5 sets of 5 reps on that too, which is kind of a big amount for doing deadlifts, but I'm still a newbie, so although I've lifted in the past, I got into weightlifting when I was about 21, and I weightlifted for about a year, and then the drinking got bad, and I kind of lost track of that. I'd rather drink than go to the gym. Not to mention I had self-esteem issues, so whenever I'd go to the gym, I'd be really self-conscious, and which made me not want to go. So, but self-esteem is a lot better now, ironically. Maybe not self-esteem, but people skills. I don't really care what people think anymore. I mean, I do care, but not as much. But I still go in the middle of the night so no one's there. I just like zoning out and doing my lifts and, you know, just being by myself. I don't even play music, just listen to the music that's in the gym, which is pretty quiet. I think you can turn it up and turn it down and move it to something else, but I never mess with it. And then after deadlifts, I went and did a seated shoulder press, and I did 10 and then 2 sets of 5, or maybe 10 and then a set of 6 and then a set of 5 with 25 pounds on each side. So about 50 pounds, which, isn't that bad. Still a newbie, and I had a shoulder injury a long time ago. When I was about 20, I was jumping on the trampoline and I was doing backflips. And one of the backflips, I didn't rotate all the way, so I was coming down on my head, so I put my arms out. Stupid of me, I know. But I put my arms out, and one of my shoulders dislocated, and immediately I, windmilled my arms and got it back in, but I think I tore something real bad, because after that my arm was weak, and for several months I couldn't lift it above my shoulder height, and it's been bad ever since. It's just something I struggle with. If you'll have any information about exercises I could do with it, or what I should do to strengthen my shoulder or try to fix it, please let me know, because I'd really like to fix it. It would be nice, because it's troubled me for 11 years now, and it's gotten better over time, but it hasn't gotten all the way back to where it was. I know I probably should have gone to the doctor and had it x-rayed or whatever, and because I'm sure I tore my rotator cuff, because it was so painful and so weak and such a limited range of motion for so long. But I was kind of afraid of doctors. Not afraid, but kind of anti-doctor. I thought you only go to the doctor when you were seriously hurt. And, I was young and thought it would just heal on its own, but it hasn't really. I mean, it's healed, but not perfect. I'm sure I could have gotten something done with it that would have made it a lot better. But I moved on to seated lat row. Is it called a lat row? It's a pull down, a seated pull down. So moved on to a seated pull down, and you could really see my shoulder issue in these clips because I get toward the point where I have to like really pull back on my back to get my shoulders into position to pull the weight down. But I did 110 pounds for 5 reps, and then I moved it to 100 pounds for 2 more sets of 5 reps. And that was my night. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did a seated a seated chest press, but I forgot to record it. So, yeah, I did a seated chest press with 25s on each side. Maybe it was 45. I think it was 45s on each side. So I did 90 pounds, about what I was doing on my bench press, and I did 3 sets of 5 reps, I think. But that was my evening, my night. And then I came home, I took a shower, I came home and crashed. Because I had been at work before that, so I was driving for 12 hours. And then I went and did this, and I crashed. Got up at 8:30. But I'm gonna go again tomorrow night. I've been trying to go every other day, but sometimes I don't make it every other day. But I've been going about 3 or 4 times a week. So, yeah, making improvements. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what y'all think of my form. If there are any experts out there, please critique my form. I really want to know how to improve it and make my form better so that I can lift heavier. This time next year, I want to be down to, or around this time, maybe like February 2027. I want to be down to my goal weight, which I put my goal weight at 165 pounds, which is what I'm supposed to be for my body weight, for my height. But I know everyone uses it as an excuse, but I have a very big bone structure. So the lowest I've been in my adult life is 181. And I don't really have any pictures. I didn't take any pictures. Stupid of me, I know. But I was 181. I was pretty thin at that point. But with muscle, it'll be lower body fat and more muscle. So I think 185 would be my real goal weight if I build enough muscle. Keep going with the weightlifting. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.